Okay, so for the last couple of days, we've been working with the parabola. First thing I asked you to do, I gave you the equation, and you were able to make a sketch. And it was easy because we were able to find the y-intercept, which is 4, and we were able to find the axis of symmetry, which was 2.5. But the last part that we were interested in was, what are these x-intercepts? And we said that the solution to the x-intercepts was the equation x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 0. And so we thought, wait a minute, this is new. How do we solve this? So in the previous class, I told you how to factor quadratics. So you looked at this quadratic and you said, you know what? I know that the 4 combination is either 4, 1, but it's also, because it's negative, it's also negative 4, negative 1. So I could read this as x minus 1, x minus 4. Now, here's the last step. You're going to take this product and set it equal to 0, and you're going to use something called the null law. The null law is very straightforward. It's very straightforward. If I have the product of two numbers, say a times b, and it's equal to 0, what must we be able to conclude? We must be able to conclude that either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. Now, let's go back to our parabola. We've factored the parabola into something times something. Well, if we set it equal to 0, we must set each of them equal to 0. So either x minus 1 equals 0 or x minus 4 equals 0. Therefore, the two solutions, or the x-intercepts, are x equals 1 and x equals 4. And that's how you solve quadratic equations. So, you might get two types of problems on the homework. One problem, or in life, one problem is something might be completely factored already. For example, 2x squared times x minus 5 equals 0. So you say to yourself, this has been factored already. Set each part equal to 0. Well, let's change it to 2x. 2x times x minus 5 equals 0. Okay, I have something times something equals 0. I'm going to use the null law. 2x equals 0. X minus 5 equals 0. The first solution is x equals 0. The second solution is x equals 5. Okay, the next thing it might be another quadratic to factor. X squared minus 3x minus 28 equals 0. So you look at that and you say, okay, I think I can factor that. Open parentheses, you've been practicing this. 28, the 7-4 combination. So I know I have my x's here. I know 28, that's 7 times 4. That's going to get me to my 3. And then you have to decide how to get to negative 3. Negative, positive. Set each factor equal to 0. Solve for x. Now, if you notice in all these cases, I had a quadratic or an expression set equal to 0. That's going to be your first step. First step, set equal to 0. Step 2, factor. Third step, set each factor equal to 0 and solve. Of course, the fourth step is check your answer. Let's do a couple more examples that might be a little different. You're quadratics. Here's one or two more problems. So, for example, how about x squared equals 25? Now, by inspection, some of you might say, hey, Mr. Adler, I already know the answer is plus or minus 5. Let's do it the long way. So, x squared minus 25 equals 0. We know that there's a middle term in here, 5 and negative 5. But the secret is, I'm going to tell you the secret. This is the difference of two perfect squares. X and x, negative 5, positive 5 equals 0. X equals 5, x equals negative 5. But once again, this is like we've done all the other ones. You could say the 5 combination is getting me to my 0. Negative 5, positive 5. And then, good. Very good. Good luck.